Okay, so I'm going to do this time. We're going to take this, and I've been toying around with this. I'm not happy with it yet, but whatever, I got to move on. I got to let it go. So I'm going to take this character, and what have I got here up at the top? I'm going to take the eyes, and just for the hell of it, I'm just going to move them up. There. And I'm going to grab them by the head. And what I want to do is I want to start merging these pieces together. Because the goal is we're going to retopologize this. Okay? So I'm going to grab the head, and I'm going to go down here to merge. And make sure I save it before I do all this stuff too. Merge down. Archive. And then I'm going to keep merging down. Get all my pieces. Okay, hopefully I'm not getting anything I don't want. There's something coming up that I don't want. This one here. I'm just going to select that and delete it.
Okay.
And go back to this one. Anything else in here that's weird? I think we should be okay. Merge down. Okay. So there's all my pieces. So now I'm down to 2. I've got the eyes separate because I don't want them to be part of my mesh. And I've got everything together here. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I typically will take this and I'll make a duplicate. So make a duplicate. And I'm going to take this duplicate and I want to Dynamesh it all together. I'm just going to take a look at how many polys we've got on all these things, right? Like, they're all kind of more or less the same. Looks like there's a bit less on this one, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is zip into geometry. And in geometry, go to Dynamesh. That's on already. We're on 128. So all I have to do is hold down Control and Dynamesh it together. Held down Control and I just click drag and they're all Dynameshed. And you can kind of see that it still kept all the poly groups. If I turn off the little fill thing here, you can see, or actually I'll keep the fill on and I'll turn off the lines and you can see all the poly groups here. And if I had it on solo, there, okay? And you can see that they've all Dynameshed together. And so at this stage here, let's just turn that back on, turn that off. I want to go in and clean this up a little bit. I'm just going to come in here and start to blend some of these together. And right now I am doing this with a mouse, which I don't like to do. And I can see sculpting problems as I'm going, whatever. Remember too that if there's anything on here that you don't like funny little divots and stuff like that, when you smooth, when you hold down shift and you smooth, if you let go of smooth, you get a different algorithm and you'll get rid of some of those little kinks and whatever you have in there that you don't like. And I'll say that's okay. I gotta come in here and almost feels like I could have made my poly count a bit higher to accommodate these sections here, but okay. Something like this. Don't get too much of that out of here. Okay. And what else? Whoop. Okay, and oh. And zip it in here. Nope, and got a bit more to go. Okay, try to do this fast because this is kind of boring. Or that's what I think anyway. And I can also clean this up after the retopology process too. Some of these things are fairly minimal, but oh, you bastard! Okay, blend these together. And also too, I should mention that if you at all think you're ever going to want to have toes, this is your time to do it, is put your toes in now. I'm going to just whip over them because it just, sometimes that can be a little bit too time consuming for me. Okay, so we'll say this is good enough. Okay, next one. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it again. Okay, and I'm just doing this because I'm trying to be safe here. Okay. When I duplicate it, I'm going to take this one, and here I'll put on the polyframe so you can see this one happening. We're still on solo mode down here, so we're not seeing the other body show up. I'm going to go, let's turn off Dynamesh for this one. We're going into Zremesher. And the big important buttons, you can go in and you can probably find a tutorial that will take you through all of this stuff if you want to. The big one is the target poly count sitting at 5. That's 5,000. Hold down control, it'll tell you. Okay, and there's the Zremesher button. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this down to say 2,000, and I'll hit Zremesher and see what it does for me. And you can see the progress up here. It's zipping along. Come on, go a little bit faster. I think it wipes out the poly groups too. There we go. Wiped out the poly groups. I also, you also want to make sure you have symmetry on. I had symmetry on, so that was fine. And it did a pretty good job overall. There's some things I don't like here and there, but it's done a pretty good job. And I always find the hands suck. So the hands just kind of suck here. I probably could have used some of the Zremesher guides, but I just find those are picky, so I'd rather just do it manually. It did a good job of the feet, more or less. Okay, but it didn't do a very good job of the face. Okay. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, just for the hell of it. Yeah, the eyes totally sucked. I'm going to undo this, and I am going to just go and put on a couple of guides here, just to see if the guides will help. Around here. Okay, and then I can do another one and draw it around here. If you hold down control and you do this, nope, it's not like that. It's when you click and you hold it down and then you let go, you hold down shift when you do it. There, shift, then you get a perfect ring. You can try to do some things with the face here, but again, I don't know how much this is going to do that it makes me happy. Anyway, let's try it again. So I'm going to hit Zremesher again. But these eyes, it's just when you do these guidelines, it just never really gives you what you want exactly. That's my opinion. It takes a lot of work. It's faster just to remesh it. Actually, it's giving me something nice, but that helped me with my pecs. That helped my pecs, and that got rid of some stuff I didn't like back there. Okay, my hands. Okay. Anyway, so now I've got this piece. So, we're happy. Kind of. Now, let's see. I'm going to stop this video here, and I'll make another one.